that 8 months ago they got the first tip on this, and they were willing to be patient and watch this compound, obviously to see what was going on, try to make sure bin Laden was there, but also to exploit other intelligence they might be able to get about whether he was controlling or getting information on other operations. I think it shows that actually it's the Bush-Obama team that made this work. The unit that was doing this started under President Bush. Bush was focused on getting, in a secret way, bin Laden, and in his last months of his presidency was always asking the CIA director, okay, have you got number one, have you got number two, what's the plan? You've only got 3 months, 2 more months of my administration, 1 more month, and of course they didn't do it, and it was Obama coming in and saying, we're going to step all this up and be patient, and we now have the results.
And smoked him out with those that...
This is what bin Laden's compound looked like after the attack. The president was not 100% certain bin Laden was there. But the Navy SEALs launched the surgical strike, and a firefight ensued. 40 minutes of an intense operation and firefight where U.S. forces killed public enemy number one, Osama bin Laden, one of his adult sons, 2 couriers, and a woman used as a shield by one of the male members of al-Qaeda. With 1 U.S. helicopter lost due to mechanical failure, the SEALs carried bin Laden's dead body onto the remaining helicopter and left the compound back to Afghanistan.
The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat al-Qaeda.
At the White House, it was a day fraught with tension. At 1 p.m., all the principal members of the president's national security team convened in the Situation Room. An hour later, the president and his principal advisors carefully reviewed the final preparations, and the mission set out. By 3:50, the president received first word that bin Laden may have been identified. By 7 p.m., the president was told it was indeed bin Laden, and with news that the Navy SEALs were all safe and back in Afghanistan, jubilation, hugs, and relief. It was only 2 days earlier, Friday morning at 8:20 a.m., when the president authorized the operation.
At my direction, the United States launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan.
And in the streets in front of the White House, celebration.
Osama bin Laden was buried at sea at 2 a.m. Eastern time in accordance with Islamic law. And Diane, some more information that we're finding out today. This was actually Plan B. Originally in March, President Obama authorized a bombing of the compound by 2 B-2 stealth bombers dropping a few dozen 2,000-pound bombs. But President Obama was told that there wouldn't necessarily be any evidence bin Laden had been killed. And so they changed it to this more risky mission.